Now, for setting up the stage, I want you guys to remember that at one point in the 1300s, the richest man in the world, in the known history of the world, remember Mansa Musa was worth $150 billion in today's money. That would make him almost twice as rich as the current richest man right now. Mansa Musa took a journey. He took 60,000 people with him. And on this journey, he went to several cities. Now, if you're taking 60,000 people, you're going to scare them. And that's what you guys are representing right now. All of you, as you step out, I want you guys to think of yourself. You're meeting at the Palace City in Cairo, Egypt. The year is 1324, and you just heard rumors of a large mass of people coming into your city. And remember, this is the Middle Ages. Everyone thinks when they hear 60,000 people, it's either an army or a group of migrating people. And no one's heard of migrating people in a long time. So you got to assume it's an army. They're coming to attack the city. And if there's 60,000 people coming to attack, your city's in trouble. So you guys are going to represent local business leaders. Basically, the most important people in the city. You can be a businessman, businesswoman. You can be a local leader's daughter or son. You can represent the manager of some type of business as well. Whatever the case is, I want you guys to think of yourself in that manner. Now, as I step out, I want you guys to pay attention to this palace here. This is what the technology we're dealing with back then. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, I'm going to step out. Remember, everyone's to stay in their seats while the change is being made. When I come back, oh, and one more rule. If you guys want to record, take pictures, that is 100% legal. That's fine to do. All right? Remember, you are only taking pictures of me, not of each other. So I'm going to step out real quick. See everything else set up? All right.
Are you recording it or no?
What did you get here?
Did you record since the beginning? So if I'm recording, you're hearing me now?
Have you even done
It's 6:49.
You can see me in the camera.
You see my head?
My dear ladies and gentlemen, I know you have come here for some concerns. I know you have come here because there are some problems. Now, before I do so, let me make an introduction of myself. I am the governor of this fine city. My name is Gustad Afer Abil Skatil Ale Hawkins.
That is cool, my mom.
I apologize if my name is so short. For my parents did not think of naming me much. They did not think I would amount to much in life, so my name is so short. Now, I will say this. You are all here because you have heard rumors. You have heard rumors that there is an approaching army coming into the city of Cairo. Now, I I'm here to address these rumors. I will tell you that there is a mass of people coming. Some might call it an army, but it is not. For most of these people, they are not just in war. In fact, quite a few of them are just in celebration. So we are not to treat these men and women who are coming in, for many of them are indeed women and children. They're coming in here to celebrate. We have heard that they're coming in here to worship their God. Maybe not ours. Some of them might be yours as well. For they're on their way to Mecca. Now, many of these people, even the queen of the country of Mali is coming as well. And she is bringing with her 500 ladies of waiting. Now, I will say this. It is rumored that on these camels that they are bringing, that there is treasure, and that the man who is in charge is giving much of his treasure away as he goes. And our informants have told us that the secret leader who is coming is a man by the name of Mansa Musa. In these barges, there are hundreds of pounds of gold. And he's given them away. And he's coming here. So, no longer are we going to talk about the stresses of a war. We must now address this new, unique, and golden opportunity that has been placed before us. For we must find a way for this Mansa Musa to part with his gold here in Cairo, so that we may all benefit from his generosity. Now, it is said that he is so rich that every stop that he has made, he has built temple after temple after temple, just so he can be there for one night. He builds them, and then he leaves them for the country that he built it for. Do not tell him that there is already a temple here. Let him build another one here. Do not tell him of any mosques or any celebration places. Let him make one, so we may have another in our city. Now, it is said that there are special ways to approach this king. If you wish to curry favor to him, you must do so in a certain manner. And I'm here to help you out in this, for my informants are very good at what they do. This man, known as Mansa Musa, while he was rich, richer than anyone we have ever heard of before, he demands special treatment, as do any of the rich. They always think they are better. He is no different. There are certain things, and our informants have brought me this list. In order to greet him, we must kneel and scatter dust on us before we approach him. For he is not your average person. It is said that he is not even walking from place to place. He has people carrying him. When you approach him, you kneel. You approach. You grab the dust and you sprinkle it on yourself, letting him know that you are of the dust of the earth compared to him. Never approach the king with your boots on or sandals on either. You must approach him barefooted. And, young lady, if you sneeze in front of him, that is considered a sign of disrespect. If you feel the urge to sneeze, make haste out of the room so he does not see it. More importantly, if he sneezes, you must do one thing, and one thing only. And I'm going to show you. If you see him sneeze, you are to beat your chest like this and go, "No!" So I need you to practice just in case. So, imagine you hear him sneeze. As he sneezes, you start beating your chest, "Oh," and then say, "No!" To drive out the spirits. Because that is what he demands. If you give him that much gold away, you listen to his demands. Trust me, he might give you extra gold for doing that. Now, no, exactly. See, I see that you're going to be my representative to go to the king. I like that. Now, are there any questions? Now, my question to you. I know you are business leaders. I know you are currying favor. There is more than one way to approach this man, Mansa Musa. You can approach him directly. Do the steps that I've asked you to do. Kneel when you come in. Make sure your shoes are off. And do not sneeze in front of him. Or, there is a much easier way to approach him. You can approach all the people that he has come with. Remember, it is said that he brought 60,000 people with him. And he is giving away gold for them too. Maybe not as much. Maybe you do not want to risk coming directly into this king. You can seek his servants. Curry favor with them. Get their business. They will ask, "Oh, my dear king, can I borrow a coin so I can spend it here?" He will say yes. And they will spend their coin on whatever goods you have. And you can curry favor that way. Either way, it is our jobs to make sure that he leaves as much gold here in Cairo as possible. So, are there any questions about this mission that we have now? Yes?
Why is it disrespectful to sneeze?
Why is this what?
Disrespectful to sneeze.
The disrespect if you sneeze in front of him. Well, he is afraid of getting sick. If you sneeze in front of him, he is worried that your bad spirits might enter him. Yes?
How can we catch him the other way?
How come you just can't turn the other way? No, I wish I could tell you that. You just come in here. My informants have told me what to expect and how to behave. There are certain kings that demand other things as well. They are crazy people. Yes?
What will happen if you were to sneeze? Would he kill you?
It is said that he will no longer curry favor with you.
Oh.
He will have his men escort you out. But I've not heard of any instances where he's killed someone.
That's not fair though.
Yes?
They escort you out to sneeze.
Good question. I would love to know. In fact, I think we have heard that he owns some of the gold mines, the secret gold mines. We have tried many occasions to find out where these gold mines are so we can get our stash. But we have not been lucky in this. He is good at keeping them secret.
What happens if he farts?
I have no idea. But my suggestion is not to. If you are eating anything of a spicy nature, my suggestion is to let loose outside so that he does not smell it, because that is rude in any occasion. Trust me. Yes. Burping, same thing.
If you fart.
You guys are deaf? Anyway, is there any other questions that you may have?
No.
Because if there are not, I will allow anyone to take an instant painting, also known as a photograph, if you wish to do so. Yes? This is the staff of our rule. When I was made governor, I was given the staff, and then it was a signal of our rule of Cairo. When I am no longer governor, and someone else is elected or appointed, the staff will go to this person. It has been passed down from governor to governor for many years. Yes? You forgot? Do not raise your hand again. Yes.
That's not bigger than me.
Everything's bigger than you.
This staff is bigger than me. This staff is bigger than all of us because this staff represents Cairo. So in a sense, this staff is amazingly big. Is it taller? More than likely. You are open looking. Any other questions? Yes. It is said that he owns many great treasures as well. It is said that he owns quite a few treasures and troves of salt. Now, if you are indeed interested in trading for the salt, then my suggestion is you curry favor with him there too. For salt is the seed of life here in Egypt. We always need it. Yes? No. That is mine. Now, any other questions? Who would like to take an instant painting now? Then by all means, stand over here, and I will pose. And I need someone to take an instant painting for
Right
me.
here. You told me. Come on, the person that got hurt yesterday. Come on, the person that got hurt yesterday.
You know, I've been out for 2 weeks, okay?
No, I got hurt something yesterday.
Okay, I've been out for 2 weeks, okay?
They also. Okay, hold on. Okay, Johnny, you gotta move your head.
Right here. Right here, my young lady.
Move your head.
Sort of Mandy.
Oh no. Oh, I see. What?
Calm down, drama queen.
Right there. Okay, there you go. Right
Yeah.
Is there recording?
Now, if there are no other questions, then I will take my leave and I will allow you all to discuss what you would plan on doing to get months and part with this money. What? And on that note, I leave. And, ladies and gentlemen, all right. No. All right, guys. Oh gosh, this is gonna keep on sliding.
Let me hold the staff.
I will pass the staff around in a little bit, but here's what I want you guys to remember. When you guys are talking about blasts in the past here, the one thing you gotta do is, what are you gonna do to finish the story? Remember, you're all business leaders. He's not gonna talk about this, but what he did talk about was this situation. And you guys have different opportunities. Number one, you guys got 2 paragraphs to write. So, your job was first to find out what type of business you had. Now you can be in the silk business, it can be in any type of business whatsoever. Silk, armory, weapons, mining, you could be gold jewelry. It can be a lot of things you can be working on. Alright, so you can even be someone who mixes with the food. So maybe you want the salt instead of the gold. Alright, whatever the case is, this is what you guys can be writing about. Second thing, how are you going to get the money away from Mansa Musa? What are you going to do? Now remember, Israel, we're not talking about a violent way of doing it. You are trying to, remember, this guy is super generous. He's practically giving it away. You just got to curry favor with this guy. Now you don't want to upset him because it's still 60,000 people he's got with him. All right, 60,000 can do a lot of damage. You don't want to assassinate him either, because if he's dead, the money all goes back to Mali, and Egypt gets nothing. All right, now so guys, your job is to approach the king, deal with him directly. Remember, you got to follow those steps. You got to kneel. You got to sprinkle sand on yourself. No sneezing in front of him. You can deal with this queen instead. She's much more easy to approach. And if you're trying to sell her silks and all that type of stuff, that would be easy. Wheel and deal the servants. Oh, get them to start gambling. Ooh, that's a good one. Because we all know gambling is the easiest way to cheat people out of their money. Or, you guys can pretend like nothing's going on, proceed as business as usual. Maybe you're not all that interested in making a ton of profit.
Mr. Hawkins, what kind of gambling do they have? They have dice.
They had dice, they had bone gambling, they had early form of cards. Playing card is it has been around for a very long time. They used to use animal skins beforehand. So you guys have your options. Now, if you guys need assistance on this, I'll be happy to help. But for now, let's talk about the staff. Believe it or not, guys, there is no question about this. When I got this staff, I was looking for something African, and there was a store that was closing in Pismo. It was one of those specialty stores. Some would call them a hippie store. I don't know what you call it. But they had, this was in the Africa folklore art area, and the store was closing. So I got, this thing would have been $30, $35, and I ended up getting it for $7 because the place was closing up. It was 70% off. So, when I got this, my wife saw the original price and go, we can't afford that. And then we heard the new price, and I go, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. No, we can't. So, I have no problem passing around. Is it what you would consider a governor's staff? Absolutely not. No. It's just a traditional folklore art type of staff. What? Oh, no. If it were made out of gold, I wouldn't be able to afford it. Period. If it was even gold plated, I wouldn't be able to afford it. But it's still a cool little staff. Yeah. So, that's it.